guys, welcome back to sTutorials. Unit 2. In today's video, we're looking at past paper question for the exam year 2016, and we're focusing on question 3. It reads, define the term entrepreneur. 2 marks. List any 3 personality traits associated with entrepreneurs. 3 marks. Outline 2 government requirements for establishing a tourism business. 4 marks. And finally, describe any 2 components of the business plan. 4 marks. Now let's take things into details. Define the term entrepreneur. 2 marks, right? Now, an entrepreneur is one who can identify a business opportunity and take advantage of it. He or she is also prepared to take risk associated with the business venture. So do remember, if your definition is worth 2 marks, you must at least have 2 points for your definition. Next part, list any 3 personality traits associated with entrepreneurs. Right, so any 3 listed, we're looking at all these. So we have creativity, positive state of mind, goal-oriented, risk-taking propensity, determined, competitive, proactive, tenacious, innovative, visionary, and resilient, right? Now, any of those 3 listed would have been ideal responses. Next part. Outline 2 government requirements for establishing a tourism business, right? So the first requirement that we're looking at is license and permits. Now, license and permits are needed to show that the tourism business has passed or fulfilled the basic requirements to operate legally. They also demonstrate that the entrepreneur or business owner have some proven level of expertise in the field. For example, food preparation or spa operation require that the owner has the right license and permits at these businesses pose some measure of risk to the client. Now let us look at the other requirement, and this one is passing certain regulations. Regulations refer to operating standards and they differ by sector. Jet ski operators may have regulations or operating procedures that include life vest and insurance. On the other hand, a bed and breakfast owner would need to have at a minimum the correct furniture, ventilation, exits and entries, and fire extinguisher to pass government regulation to operate. Unlike licenses and permits, regulations may not always be enforced, right? And that question asks us to outline 2 government requirements for establishing a tourism business. We looked at passing certain regulations, and we also looked at licenses and permits, right? Next part, we're looking now at the components of the lesson plan, the business plan. First component that we're looking at is description of the product. What is this all about? This defines what is the product or service that would be sold. The definition provides the tangible and intangible attributes of the product that will be important to customer. Communicating the look of the product or service can be done using photographs or even prototypes, right? And next part of the business plan is the mission, objective, and legal structure. The mission and objective outline the intent of the business, how it plans to differentiate itself from other similar businesses. The objectives should match the mission statement in that they will show the strategies that the business will use to bring its mission to pass. Another component is the legal structure. On the other hand, addresses the ownership associated with the business. Types of ownership structure include sole trader, limited liability company, incorporated, and also partnerships. The different type of ownership affects the level of protection that the business can enjoy, right? Another component is market research, target market, and competition. Market research provides a justification for why the concept is plausible. This justification is established through researching the target market via surveys, opinion poll, interview, or focus group. The target market refers to the actual demographic that will buy the product or service. Is it for largely women, families, tweens, and teens, or men? The target market can also be broken down into age group, employment level, level of education. The research will show which target market is most likely to buy the product or service, right? Next, we're looking at the operating schedule. The operating schedule provides the expected opening date of business, the number of employees that would be required to operate the business efficiently, the key suppliers, peak capacity, and service times. The operating schedule will help to avoid the quality problems that are often associated with small business failure. Component is the financial plan. The financial plan discusses how the business will be financed, by how much, and over what period with what conditions. Main sources of financing include banks, small loans, guarantee schemes, microfinancing, or credit unions. The financial plan will also demonstrate the budget's projections, cash flows, and balance sheet, usually for 3 years ahead, right? And that is it for this question, guys. Wishing you good luck.
You're awesome. You've made it to the end of the session. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share with persons who you know would find this information useful. Thank you for making it Fairy's Tutorial.